Eckhart Tolle is a name that resonates profoundly in the realm of spirituality and personal growth. Born in Germany in 1948, Tolle's journey from a life marked by anxiety and depression to one of deep inner peace has inspired millions around the world. His teachings, distilled through his best-selling books such as The Power of Now and A New Earth, emphasize living in the present moment as a pathway to enlightenment and fulfillment. Tolle's early years were far from peaceful. As a child, he experienced a sense of isolation and unease, feeling disconnected from the world around him. His move to England in his teens did little to alleviate these feelings. By his late 20s, Tolle was suffering from severe depression, often contemplating the meaning of life and questioning the point of existence. One night, at the age of 29, Tolle experienced what he describes as a profound spiritual awakening. He recalls being overwhelmed by intense fear and despair until a sudden shift occurred. His usual stream of anxious thoughts fell silent, replaced by a deep sense of peace and presence. This moment marked the beginning of his transformation. After this awakening, Tolle spent the next several years immersed in the experience of presence, sitting on park benches and simply observing life. He gradually integrated his insights into daily living, and people began to seek him out, drawn by the tranquility and wisdom that radiated from him. Eventually, Tolle started to share his insights more formally, leading to the creation of his seminal works. Central to Tolle's philosophy is the concept of living in the now. He asserts that most of our suffering arises from our tendency to dwell on the past or anxiously anticipate the future. By focusing on the present moment, we free ourselves from the burdens of regret and worry, opening up space for joy, creativity, and clarity. Tolle encourages us to observe our thoughts without judgment, recognizing that we are not our thoughts but the awareness behind them. This practice of mindfulness enables us to break free from the cycle of compulsive thinking and emotional reactivity. In The Power of Now, Tolle guides readers through practical exercises to help anchor themselves in the present. He invites us to pause, take a conscious breath, and simply notice the sensations in our body. These simple acts of attention can bring us back to the here and now, where life truly unfolds. Tolle emphasizes that enlightenment is not a distant goal to be achieved, but a state of being that is available to us in each moment. A New Earth, his follow-up book, expands on these teachings by exploring the concept of the ego. Tolle describes the ego as a false sense of self, constructed from our thoughts, memories, and identifications. The ego thrives on separation, comparison, and conflict, often leading to suffering both individually and collectively. Tolle suggests that humanity is undergoing a collective awakening, moving toward a new level of consciousness that transcends egoic patterns. He encourages us to cultivate awareness, compassion, and unity, both within ourselves and in our relationships with others. Tolle's teachings draw from a variety of spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, Christianity, and Taoism, but he presents these ideas in a way that is accessible to people of all backgrounds. He avoids dogma and instead points directly to the experience of presence, inviting each person to discover their own inner truth. Tolle's approach is gentle yet profound, encouraging us to let go of resistance and surrender to the flow of life. One of the key insights Tolle offers is the recognition of the pain body. He describes the pain body as an accumulation of old emotional pain that lives within us, triggered by certain situations or interactions. When activated, the pain body can take over our thoughts and actions, leading us to react in ways that perpetuate suffering. By bringing awareness to the pain body and observing it without judgment, we can begin to dissolve its hold on us, freeing ourselves from unconscious patterns. Tolle also speaks about the importance of acceptance. He reminds us that resistance to what is creates suffering, while acceptance opens the door to peace. This does not mean passivity or resignation, but rather a deep acknowledgement of the present moment as it is. From this place of acceptance, we can respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom and effectiveness. In his talks and retreats, Tolle often sits in silence, inviting his audience to join him in presence. He encourages questions but responds not with complex theories, but with simple pointers to awareness. His calm demeanor and gentle humor make his teachings approachable and relatable. Many people have found Tolle's teachings transformative. Stories abound of individuals who, after reading his books or attending his seminars, have experienced significant shifts in their lives. Some describe a newfound sense of peace, others speak of improved relationships, and many report a greater ability to handle stress and adversity. Tolle's message is one of hope, that no matter our circumstances, we can find freedom and fulfillment by awakening to the present moment. Tolle's influence extends beyond books and lectures. He has collaborated with other thought leaders, such as Oprah Winfrey, to bring his teachings to a wider audience. His online presence includes guided meditations, talks, and Q&A sessions, making his wisdom accessible to people around the globe. Despite his widespread acclaim, Tolle remains humble and grounded. He often reminds his listeners that he is not a guru or authority, but simply a fellow traveler on the path of awakening. His message is clear. The true teacher is within each of us, waiting to be discovered in the quiet of presence. In reflecting on Tolle's life and teachings, one is reminded of the power of simplicity. In a world that often values complexity and achievement, Tolle points us back to the basics: the breath, the body, the awareness of now. These are the gateways to transformation, available to everyone regardless of background or belief. Eckhart Tolle's legacy continues to grow, as more people seek meaning and peace in an increasingly chaotic world. His invitation is timeless: to step out of the stream of thoughts and enter the sanctuary of presence. In doing so, we may discover not only relief from suffering, but the joy and aliveness that is our natural state. Whether you are new to his teachings or have been practicing presence for years, Tolle's message remains fresh and relevant. He reminds us that the present moment is all we ever truly have, and that by honoring it, we step into the fullness of life. In a single breath, in a single moment of awareness, we can find the peace and clarity we seek. Eckhart Tolle's work is a beacon for those on the spiritual path, guiding us gently but firmly toward the realization of our true nature. His teachings invite us to wake up, let go, and embrace the miracle of now. And in doing so, we join a growing movement of conscious individuals, united in the pursuit of a more compassionate, awakened world.